Hello, I'm Rory Egan and welcome to Léim Thart. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new here, thanks for coming back. I don't usually do sort of these spoken intros to episodes. I usually will just leap right into what's going on, but I felt like today's episode warranted it because I am so overjoyed and excited that Tove Styrke is on Léim Thart. For anyone who doesn't know her, she has been in the industry for 10, 12 years. She's from Sweden and she's gone through it all. Being on Swedish Idol at 16, which is, you're really being thrown in at the deep end, going on live TV at such an age, but through platinum record sales, through Swedish Grammy nominations, creating her first 3 albums, and making connections with some of the biggest names in the industry, she's really carved her own path in the pop genre. I discovered her about 5 years ago when I was still in school and I happened to be following her record label on Instagram. I was introduced to Say My Name, the lead single from her 3rd album, Sway, and I fell in love with it instantly. And I still love it to this day. And that album in particular is one of the most perfectly pop albums of all time. Sway received widespread critical acclaim and Pitchfork said that the album positioned Styrke at the forefront of contemporary pop. When someone asks me what pop music is, that album is my answer, and it's what I send people to. In terms of live shows, around this same time, she was touring with Lorde and Katy Perry through arenas across America and across Europe, and I was lucky to catch one of them, Katy Perry's Witness Tour in Copenhagen, where she performed a whole 45-minute support slot, which was so good. When you have an era like that, where do you go next? In 2022, she has a new album, her 4th album, and it's out now. It's called Hard. She's doing the biggest headline show of her career in Gröna Lund, Stockholm, which has a capacity of about 15-ish thousand. So that's gigantic. The album Hard is 10 tracks, all killer, no filler. And it has previously released singles such as the 70s dance band inspired Start Walking, the very intoxicating Hardcore, and the sweet vulnerability of Show Me Love. In the mix with the new songs, there is the sun-drenched Cool Me Down, there's jangly piano on Free, there's playfulness in Millennial Blues, and there's outright honesty on the album closer Bruises. In line with her previous work with Lorde and Katy Perry, she has just finished up touring with MARINA, 32 dates across North America and Europe, finishing up in Dublin, which brings us to the episode. She has been on my list to interview for so long, so when the email came in saying yes, I was overjoyed. Not only that, but it's the first episode that I've recorded in person since 2019 because of the pandemic. And so off I went to meet her at the Olympia. I met her at her dressing room before soundcheck and we got to hang out and talk for about 40 minutes. I explained the Irish snacks that the venue had left in her rider. She talked to me about how big Sweden is. She also said that everyone was so nice in Dublin, but that everyone made some sort of a joke when she met them. And I get what she means from seeing Irish people interact with people who are visiting from other countries. She said it was like dad jokes. And I found that very, very funny. And we talked about a few more things, but then we got straight down to business. We got to recording and music talk. So here is my chat with Tove Styrke. On Léim Thart, the first actual in-person interview since 2019. First time actually looking at the person in the room in a while. Welcome to Léim Thart, Tove Styrke.
Hi, so nice to be here.
So nice to have you here. Welcome to Dublin, by the way.
Thank you so much. It's so nice here. People are so nice. I am amazed. I want to come back really soon.
Well, you're always welcome.
Thank you.
And I was so excited for the show tonight. And you're the first Swedish guest
I
that
am.
I've had on. Yeah.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Yeah. So you can correct me. I did try to prepare a few words.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really nervous now.
No, nobody gets them right. It's fine. Just go for it.
Hej, detta är Rory på Léim Thart och välkommen till podden Tove Styrke.
That's really good. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yes, you're a Swedish citizen now. Welcome.
Do I get my identity card soon?
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I can't wait. Well, we're so excited to talk to you because you have a new album coming out and we're going to dive into that. You're here today because you're supporting MARINA in the Olympia. Have you been up to much in Dublin so far, or is there anything you want to see?
I actually went out to a few bars last night to get a little bit of a feel for Dublin. And it was exactly what I imagined. Like, people were playing live music all over. And it was like, so one guy would like play for a minute and then like somebody else would come on, and they were such great singers. I feel ashamed of myself because I'm so shit compared to these guys who like sit there and like they have like no monitor or anything. They just like they sing so beautifully. It's crazy.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's lovely to hear. That's very normal here.
It is, yeah.
What's also normal is you'll often get sometime after midnight, the whole pub will get shushed. Everyone has to stay silent, and one person will just sing at the seat they're sat at, like no mic or anything, and everyone just sits in silence and listens.
Oh my God. Like I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, I love this place.
Yeah. Well, you can come back and you can experience that. I know a few places for it.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, so we're here and you are following on from Sway, which, I mean, let's face it, one of the best pop albums of all time. Just putting it out there.
Ah, you're too kind. Thank you so much.
So obsessed with it, like every song.
Oh.
And I'm so glad that when I saw you in Copenhagen opening for Katy Perry, you sang every song.
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah, I was like, this feels like a whole headline show.
Yes.
Even she might be a support act, but it was a whole headline show.
But I do that all the time, I feel like. That's what I'm doing now too. I do like a full like 35-minute set and I just squeeze everything in there. It really is like a best of Tove Styrke show. It's it's so much fun. Like a condensed version, just all the good stuff.
Oh, well, that's really exciting. I can say from experience myself that it's very exciting. And with all this, over the last year, we've had Mood Swings, we've had Start Walking, we've had Show Me Love, we've had Hardcore, we've had You, and we've a new album.
Yes.
Hard, out on the 3rd of June.
Yes.
It's so good. Like, I've been listening to it for a few days, really want to get to know it, pick out favorites and little bits and all that. Like, it's just so good.
Oh, thank you. Like, I love it too. Seriously, I was listening to it on my way here just now, just to like listen to it with some perspective and like try and figure. Now I'm in a phase where I'm trying to figure out what it is that I've made, because I had a plan when I set out to do this album. I knew what I wanted to do, but now it's like everything is finished and like the cover and everything. I can actually like take a step back and look and try and like see what the fuck it actually is. And it's but it really is a good record. I think it's my best.
You should be so proud of it.
Thank you, because I mean, like, Sway was a really hard one to top, and in one way I don't think I will ever do it, like, because it was so specific, like sonically it's such a like well put together, like perfect album. For that time, maybe it wouldn't feel as like fresh now. I don't know, but I'm really proud of that one. So I didn't want to try and up myself in that department. I wanted to try and do something completely different, and I'm so happy that I did, because this project, it's something about it. It just feels so. There's so much life in these songs, so much humanity. Like, I really feel like there's a person behind there showing through. Everything is not edited to perfection, which can be, I mean, it's great, of course. Things are perfect and they're pretty, but it's also nice to really feel the intention behind the song. And sometimes they can be a little rough around the edges, and I mean, these songs, like, some of them are so different from each other, but I like that. It's like a journey that you go on. And
I mean, has such a mixture of sounds. And I mean, like, as you said, following Sway, as you said in the video brief for Show Me Love, which you showed on the Zoom call, you said Scandi Pop is dead.
Yes.
And that was the first thing that popped out to me at the entire brief. I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean for the music that's coming? As a Scandi Pop fan,
Really, like, but I felt like that. I was so like sick of myself as this sort of promising, upcoming Swedish Scandi pop artist. Like, everything is so like tasteful and minimalistic and like just nice in a way. I just wanted I wanted to like take that step from being just like the little pop princess to being more of a queen, I guess.
You definitely have that energy this time around.
It's more rock and roll, which I really love. It's more fun.
Yeah.
More rowdy.
What sort of thing came first? Was it the song Hardcore or the name Hard?
Hard.
Okay.
Yeah, Hard has been there since really early on. Like some of the first songs that I wrote was Show Me Love, Lies, Bruises. And around that time, I just like started to shape the whole project, and that like the whole like brief thing that you saw, for instance, with all I have had so many mood boards and just like page after page about like what the project is gonna be and like what my vision is and everything, and that's where Hard was starting to form. And I just wanted it to be this very out there, bold, explosive pop album that draw reference from a lot of different places.
So you know your record very well, and it is definitely explosive, and the cover is explosive as well.
Oh, thank you.
So excited for it. I want to dive into a few songs. Firstly, Cool Me Down, obsessed with it. It's super summery.
It's so good. That's the last one we made.
Oh.
That was the last one we made, and I was like, fuck, this is better than all the other ones. Like, how this needs to be a single too. I'm probably going to put it out somehow, like, you know, and like give it a little bit of like extra attention somehow, because I really love it. And that song, I wrote it years ago with Oscar Scheller, who's the UK writer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Part of the Max Martin team.
No. Another Oscar. There's so many.
Or am I thinking of Oscar Holt or Oscar?
Yeah, exactly.
Goris?
There are two: Oscar Holter, Oscar Goris, and then another Oscar came to prominence. Oscar Scheller. He's from London, I think, originally. He's very British, at least. I think he lives in LA now, and he works a lot with Ashnikko. He's really, really cool, and he's really good with lyrics, and such a good like. He has so many ideas. I wrote that one and Millennial Blues with him. So we wrote Cool Me Down, and it sounded very different than it does now. It was way more low key, way more, think a little bit more like, never gonna be broken hearted. You know that Robin song?
Yeah.
Ever again. Yeah. Like that kind of more like lo-fi, you know, like, like understated.
Yeah. Not in your face.
Not at all. And but I felt all along that like this song kind of wants to be more explosive than this. It wants to be bigger. It's such a like the melody is so instant, and I want it in my face. Like I want it loud, and I really felt like, oh, it could be that, but we never really got it right until eventually I sent it to the Swedish producer called Sweden, who does a lot of electronic stuff, like really like dance records. And he sent this back, and it's exactly what I wanted, and I was so happy. I love it, and the guitar solo in the end is just like I get almost like Edge of Glory vibes.
I see that, yeah.
You know, and like that album is like one of my favorites of all time. Like I'm such a big Lady Gaga fan, and I love that era, and that, you know, that raw like. Can
I tell you, I almost wore my art pop chain today. I swapped it out 5 minutes before walking out the door.
You should not have.
So mad at myself.
No, but like when pop takes itself seriously and it is very like, I don't know, Roxette feels like that to me too. When it's like just like really raw and you just like sing your heart out.
And I love, so it's the one to like when you're walking around a city, like I listen to it when I'm walking around Dublin, you know?
Yes.
And you just feel cool.
Exactly.
Because it's what you're listening to. It has nothing really to do with you, but you still feel cool somehow.
Exactly. And that's my vibe about this whole album, because I've said this like a couple of times now, and I feel so like such a an idiot, like so dorky every time I say it, but people ask you in interviews, like, what do you want people to take away from this album? And what I answer is something along the lines of, like, I want people to feel empowered. I want it to like lift them up, and because that's what like really great pop music has done to me. Like you wear it in your headphones. You wear the music like a crown in your headphones, and you walk down the street, and it's like a friend. And even like in the club, it's like a friend. Like you're dancing with your best friend. Like that's when it lifts you up. I love that, and that's how hard feels to me. Through thick and thin, like these songs, they deal with it all, but they make you feel good. They should.
They definitely do. Not only is that in your face, but very funny, Start Walking is also in your face.
Yes.
And that has another connection. As I said, first time I saw you was in Copenhagen. That came out when I was in Copenhagen a second time.
Oh, really?
So I don't know why that city, for some reason, has a link to you.
It all lines up.
Yeah. Even though, obviously, you're from Sweden.
Yeah, but we're all the same, Norway, Denmark.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I hate when anyone who does, sorry to say, Scandi Pop, that I watch their interviews and the interviewer, like, says something along the lines of it's all the same, or
they always think
says, oh, your name is so hard to pronounce, or like, oh, it doesn't matter how I say it. And I'm just like, try.
Yeah.
At least try badly.
Yeah, exactly. The worst thing is when they're like, so you're from Switzerland. I'm like, no, that's not even Scandinavia. But sure.
But Start Walking came out when I was in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
I was over there to see Mo at her show. Super in your face. It's like a workout tape song. Yeah. I always thought. It always reminded me of that.
Oh, we've done that during this tour. We've done dance moves for it. It's the best thing ever.
Are we going to see that later?
Yes. I'm trying to even convince some crew members to join me. But it's been a really stressful day, so we'll see if anybody has like any brain cells left to do it. But we're like almost line dancing in the middle of it. It's so much fun.
I can't wait. I should nearly bring my Swedish flag later.
Yes, you should.
Yeah. Definitely will. Because like not only does the music is not chill at all, it's very energetic, but like the lyrics have no chill either.
None.
No. It's also in your head that way, and it like hits you like a brick.
Yeah.
When you really listen to it,
Yeah.
Because it's that dichotomy of happy music, sad song.
Exactly. Like the weirdest thing was when I made an acoustic version with just like piano and of that song, and I realized how sad it was when I heard it like that. It was heartbreaking. It's such a sad lyric, and but I think that's often like the best music is when there is darkness, but then you like sort of camouflage it in happiness and good vibes. So you can sort of dance the pain away a little bit.
It nearly makes it more of an experience that if it's a sad song, that it's energetic, because it kind of lets you release it and sort of let it out and not bottle it up anymore. Like there's a reason why if I had one song on a set list to see Lorde with, if I had a choice between Greenlight and Liability, I would pick Greenlight, because you're going to cry either way. It's Lorde, but at least with that you get to dance.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Liability, by the way.
No. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, but actually you covered it, completely forgot.
I love that song, but I really, really love Greenlight as well. And like all her, like every time she goes like a little bit more upbeat, it's so much fun.
She's playing here for the first time ever next week. Yeah,
she is. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see, because she's playing Lollapalooza in Stockholm as well, and I'm really gonna try and see that because the show looks stunning.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm friends with her PA, and like everything she posts is like, no way. Like it's crazy.
It is
crazy.
You, the opening track on the album.
Yeah.
Another explosive one. Another one that hits you right in the face. But you get a little bit of false security because it starts off kind of chill.
Yeah.
It's just you and a synth. And then the first chorus
Yeah.
smacks.
It's the sunrise of the album.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, I feel like it really is. And that one is also so much fun, just like for that reason, to perform live, especially in front of people who haven't heard it before, because I will be like, so this is a brand new song. It's called You from my upcoming album Hard. That will be out June 3rd. And people are like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to be? And then you do the first verse and people are like, yeah, sure. They're like standing waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chorus hits you in the face and everybody just, it's always
I'm
a
getting
moment.
all the secrets of the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I can't wait.
But people always react so much to that chorus because you don't expect it from that verse. It's such a nice setup for that explosion.
And it's so catchy. Like when I told my sister at home, oh yeah, I'm coming in to interview Tove Styrke, she wouldn't be as much into Scandi pop as me, but she was like, which singer is that? And I just had to go, you, and she's like, yeah, okay,
that one.
Yes. Her, yes.
Yeah.
It starts so calm and then it gets so energetic, and then we finish off on one of the first songs you wrote, Bruises. It's a open and honest close.
Yeah, I love Bruises. That's one of my favorites. I love it so much. That really is, because I feel like the whole album really, it's a lot about like the search for love, but also the search for yourself in the at the same time. When we're ending the album, we're starting to wrap it up with Show Me Love. That really feels like sort of like the happy ending, and like once in a, because it's like the heartbreaks and the everything, and like when you look for love in the wrong places or in the weird places or where it's no fucking you know. But then Show Me Love is like where you like find it, where it makes sense and where it like works out in a way. But then it feels good actually to then like, because it feels a little bit untrue to leave on that just like happy ending note. Because Bruises to me, which is then the last track of the album, it's still like we go back to that like little person that you are who will like always feel like a fuck up. Like you're never perfect. Like how can I ever be in a situation that is stable or reasonable or good, or how can I ever feel like a good person, like because at the end, like life is always, there's always going to be like the flaws and the feeling of being like, it's the humanness. It ends on a really like human note, and I think that's really nice to not like pretend like everything's just perfect forever. It's, but more like, well, actually, it's kind of shit. And then a big guitar solo, and we like ride away.
Well, it ends it on a hard note as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a great way of putting it. You're opening up tonight for MARINA here in Dublin. You've just finished the North American and the European tour, and you've also toured with Lorde Katy Perry. As I said, you also have a huge show in Stockholm, Grönlund.
I am so excited for that one. Yeah.
How are all these tours been? Like, what's a Tove Styrke show like for someone who hasn't been yet?
So much fun. I mean, I've learned so much, especially now from like, because I feel like I really put in another gear since COVID, because I really thought that I wasn't going to be able to come back, especially not to the US again and tour. And now it's even looking like I'm going to be able to go and tour and do my own headline shows already this fall. I will come back here next year and do more Europe dates and stuff, and like my own headline things. And I find so much joy in being on a stage and sharing my music with other people, and with other people who love the music too. So just, I enjoy it so much, and it's so much fun. I really try and make the most of every situation. I mean, like I only have one musician on stage with me on this MARINA run, for instance, because that's like all that we can fit in the bus. They're so nice. They're letting us like stay on their buses, but I can only like bring 2 people, so it's a TM that's our like tour mom, takes care of us, and Robert, and and Sana, who plays guitar with me. So we like I've given her dance moves. We do like guitar solos that aren't even in the songs. I've done remix version of Borderline, so that it's like it's both the original and then it like you crank it up into that Vanik remix. That's like also was really big, and that some people have only heard that one, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a whole thing. I really and Gröna Lund is gonna be really special. That one I think I've hired like all the LED screens in Stockholm that night. Like and we built like a staircase that's like 4 meters high.
Amazing.
I'm gonna have, I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Okay.
This is like, I didn't tell anybody this, but the thing is, I pray that it's gonna work out. I think it's gonna do. He seems really excited. We're gonna do Super Trooper, because I've been doing that as a cover for a while. We're gonna do Super Trooper, and I think that ABBA's guitar player who plays guitar on the original is gonna join us on stage.
Oh my god! Oh wow!
Yes.
And there's the exclusive.
Yes. It is.
That's amazing.
It really is. Yeah. It's going to be a really like special one-off, because I'm releasing my album the same day. I'm really doing everything. I brought dancers. I brought a choir. I brought a saxophone.
Doing it all.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah. That is amazing. Well, good luck with the show. I can't wait to obviously see the one later. The album is out June 3rd.
Yeah.
So excited for everyone to be obsessed with this album.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tove Styrke, for coming on to Léim Thart.
Well, thank you so much. This was such a joy.
And there you have it. The chat with Tove Styrke on Léim Thart. So much to talk about. Such a warm, friendly guest. We had such nice chats, both recording and when not recording. And I could talk to her for a few more hours if I wanted to, but that is what we managed to cover, and it's a great album. Go listen to it. It's called Hard. It's out now. And if you can catch Tove Styrke ever at a show, at a festival, or a support slot like I did with MARINA, make sure you do. She is a powerhouse. She's incredible. Make sure you keep on listening to Léim Thart. I have so many more episodes out already with some incredible musicians that I love talking to. And if you like, leave a nice review or leave a good rating or give us a follow, subscribe on whatever platform you listen on, and have a great day. I've been Rory Egan.